Welcome to a brand new episode of Hum Tum AI. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Surjeet Thakur, founder and CEO at TrioTree Technologies Pvt Ltd. Good afternoon, sir. It's a pleasure to have you with us. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm good, Reet. I hope you're doing good. And thank you for having me. The pleasure is all mine.
Okay, that's great, sir. Pleasure is ours as well. Let's begin with the questionnaire and explore some key topics in our conversation. To begin with, I would love to know how is AI changing how businesses work in your field?
Okay, so AI as it's known as artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we work in health tech, health IT technologies, and we develop products for healthcare. And in healthcare, nothing is artificial. We are trying to deal with human lives. But AI is, so what we call in healthcare is augmented intelligence. It's not artificial intelligence. Because the way we look at healthcare, there would be always two key players. One is the clinician or the doctor and the patient. Everything else would revolve around this, the entire paraphernalia, and I don't intend to demean any other profession, whether it is nursing or physiotherapist or dietitian or pharmacist or lab technicians or even IT folks who worked in hospitals or operations. But by and large, the treatment would be given by the clinician. So, and doctors do come through a rigorous academic background, plus the training and so on and so forth. Technology cannot help or cannot replace the doctor. It can augment what the clinician is doing. So a perfect example of this could be that technology or artificial or augmented intelligence can be a coach to tell the player, which is the doctor in our case, how to do the plan of care. Ultimately, the care has to be done by the clinicians. So, and it is changing. It is changing because of multiple reasons. In a fast changing world, it can help the clinician to take a better informed decision. Then augmented intelligence, artificial intelligence has done its job. And it is definitely happening. It is happening not only in the plan of care, even in surgery. In surgeries, we see that there are devices now which are using augmented intelligence to say that this is the precision with which you should be doing the incision. You don't need a 10 mm incision to do the surgery. You only need 2.
Okay. It's so good to know about your background, you are in a healthcare industry. So in that, I would like to say something AI is new technology just came right now. So in your industry or in your field also, it's something related to AI. Like you also using AI or taking help of the AI to take some help anything it would be like in the health industry like any patient is deduct by diagnosis like by a chemo or something, so you can take help like by AI. It's also helpful to know like the person is facing from which disease or from which it does it have chemo or not, does it diagnosis or not. So I think it's a help in every industry. Like it's not like if you're in healthcare, so it doesn't need any related to AI. So
No, of course. And healthcare is no different. Any place where a coach or augmented intelligence or assertive intelligence or artificial intelligence can help you do your job better, can help you do it efficiently, and can do the right thing. So we have a tool, we have used artificial intelligence to now look at this content, automatically understand, okay, this conversation is meaningful to this healthcare setting, and it will automatically put this into the system.
okay,
So if you think from a perspective that doctor's time has reduced.
okay, I agree, right? Looking ahead, can you share a story about a successful AI project in your organization? Like what made it work?
So the example just that I gave, It was a classic clinical transformation project that we did. See, like I said, doctors will always remain at the center of healthcare delivery.
Yes.
With technology, without technology, with COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, with AI, without AI, without cognitive computing, with cloud, without cloud. Patient comes to the hospital to get treated, and the treatment has to be given by the doctor. So doctor will remain at the center. Now, how can we make things which actually helps the doctor do it in the system is what, how easy can we make? So I gave the example of conversational AI. The other thing that we are doing is auto discharge summary generator, auto prescription generator.
Okay.
Depending on the patient, it automatically, I mean, my entire record is there in the system. My diagnosis is there, my social history, my family history, my treatment, but the surgeries that I've undergone, the medicines that I've been given, the lab test that has gone, what is the result of that lab test, which is abnormal, which is the normal result. Based on that, we have used AI to generate a discharge summary, which in a traditional way, doctors will review everything and then type. Now in our system, it comes pre-generated. Doctors can, of course, edit, add more things, delete few things. But by and large, their 80% job system is able to do.
Okay.
And because we are able to do that, they can now focus on their patients more and not on doing the technology or the hardcore documentation work. So this is one of the things that we are doing it in our product, and all the doctors love it, because essentially it reduces the job of doing something which ideally is an overhead, and they can focus on their core thing, which is patient care.
Okay. It's so insightful to know like you are using this new technology, the new product you have launched. So like it totally reduces the doctor's time, like their responsibilities have been reduced and the patients are become more convenient and more comfortable by coming at your clinic or like treating their diseases and all. So it's good to know like you are using that technology, which helps you a lot in gaining more and more you can grow in your industry and you can give more and more attention to one every patient who is in need with diseases like.
Absolutely. And one thing that I'll just like to add to what you said. So let's compare any other industry to healthcare industry.
Okay.
If I go to a hotel and they ask me to wait for 5 minutes because the room is not ready,
Okay.
I mean, yes, I would feel slightly unhappy that I paid you money, you better give me now. But it's not a matter of life and death. No one goes to a hospital for the fun of it, for the sake of it.
Yes.
They are going there because they need the treatment. So you can't compare. So if the patient has to wait on the admission counter for 10 minutes, that can't be compared to a hotel industry where you had to wait for 10 minutes. If you go to a food industry and you are not given, you order for something and it takes, they told you it will take 30 minutes and it takes 35 minutes, it will not matter. But if a clinician has asked that you take medicines at 1 o'clock and the nurse is unable to give the medicines or administer the medicine, say by 1:30, it can be a matter of life and death. It's a
Yes.
treatment. So those delays are very important in a healthcare setting. So like what you said is absolutely right, that these tools has to be used so that the main uh, the patients also get the right treatment, and it becomes, the system become efficient, doctors become more productive.
Yes, like it's a life and death situation. Like if you're late by 1 second or just 1 minute, though you don't know like what will happen in the future. Like what it will be happening in a 1 second if you will just wait a 1 minute. So the patient might be like go up, like it might be faces a death case or some kind. So you can't be delayed in a healthcare industry. It's absolutely right. I truly agree with that. So, like in a food industry, in a hotel management, hotel industry, you can say that some kind of 5 10 minutes waiting in a waiting room. It doesn't compare to the healthcare industry. Like in the food care, it doesn't matter. Like we can bear it, we can face it. Like it's like we also understand that there are many people, and it's ultimately in the end, as it's a human who are serving us, not a robot who can serve everyone at that correct time and on that top, like at the right time he will serve you everything. So in healthcare we should like be a more productive, more proactive, and we should understand the patient situation as well, and we should serve them like a better and convenient, and we should help them a lot. So yes.
True.
So to conclude with, I would love to ask, what challenges does your industry face when using AI?
Uh, so one of the challenges, see, it's a very paradoxical thing. It's a very full with dichotomy. One is we have to get more data because artificial intelligence, augmented intelligence will work with more data. So we have to first get more data. But the risk that it brings is that there's a chances of data security. There are data privacy issues which comes with AI. If a hospital needs my clinical information, the clinician needs my clinical information so that he can take an informed decision.
Yes.
And if technology using artificial intelligence, augmented intelligence can make it better, it's all good. But what if this data goes to in the wrong hands and someone is able to steal that data? I mean, it can be very detrimental. So one of the challenges that we face is the, I mean, there are so many challenges with artificial intelligence, but one of the challenges is data security and the data privacy issues. That data does not go into the wrong hands, which can lead to more fatal accidents, and it can be misused. Hence, there has to be certain tools, there has to be certain mechanism in place to circumvent that situation.
Okay, so as you said, like the data should not go in the wrong hands. So in that, I would like to say something like the coin has two sides. So it can be boon or a thread also. So be in the right hands only. The one should be using AI, should be the experienced person, should have the knowledge, and should do the things properly, and should include the data also in the properly situation error. Like it should be like use the right things, right time, and a right situation. We should use like
Absolutely.
yes, we should use like the data as in your removing like errors, and we should not misplace or misuse the data which we provided from your
True.
any industry, like from a healthcare industry or from other industries. So we should use it properly, and it should be always go in the right hands.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And that's the reason government has come up with an act, which is known as DPDP Act, Digital
Yes.
Personal Data Prevention Act, which is very important from a healthcare industry.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and engaging conversation. It was truly a privilege to learn from a rich experience and inspiring journey. I'm confident our audience will gain valuable perspectives from the insights you have shared.
Pleasure is all mine, Reet. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure is ours as well, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.